11 clear signs you both like each other. Psychology tricks. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. C. G. Young. Ever find yourself wondering whether the interest is mutual or if you're just reading too much into a smile? Real attraction seldom arrives with a grand announcement. It slips out in the small stuff, a beat of eye contact that lasts a second longer, the way bodies mirror each other, and the quiet, thoughtful gestures people don't even realize they're making. If you're looking for clarity, you're in the right place. Below, we'll walk through 11 clear, psychology backed signals that typically mean you both feel the spark. These aren't throwaway moments or polite habits, they're reliable tells that, taken together, map the connection between you. Pay attention to patterns rather than one offs, and you'll see how these signs reveal not just interest, but the outline of a relationship taking shape. Keep reading. A few of these may surprise you. 1. Eye contact. Eye contact, it's not just a glance, it's a secret language, one of the most powerful psychology tricks known to human connection. When two people lock eyes and neither looks away too quickly, that moment speaks louder than 1,000 words. Don't underestimate it. The eyes are the windows to attraction, to curiosity, to unspoken desire. If she holds your gaze just a second longer, or if you find yourself drawn to her eyes again and again, that's not coincidence. That's chemistry in motion, the subtle dance of female psychology at work. You must understand this. Genuine eye contact is enforced. It lingers naturally, flowing with comfort and trust. When you're talking, and she doesn't just look but sees you, reads your expressions, studies your smile, mirrors your energy, she's not just listening, she's feeling. That's how you know something deeper is happening. Don't ignore that spark. Be alert to those moments when her eyes soften as you share something personal, or when you catch her looking even when no words are being said. That's emotional gravity pulling two souls closer, silently whispering, I like you. In How to Fall in Love, this is where it often begins, not with grand gestures, but with a glance that lasts a heartbeat too long. That look says, I notice you, and sometimes I can't look away. It's beautiful, magnetic, and often mutual. The trick here isn't to stare, but to be present. Let your eyes speak your truth. Don't break that gaze too soon. Confidence in eye contact shows genuine interest and strength, two traits that captivate instantly. Be intentional, not intrusive. Be sincere, not scripted. That's the art of attraction, the mastery of psychology tricks in everyday conversation. When she mirrors your eye contact, when you sense her pupils slightly dilate, when her gaze feels warm rather than formal, that's not just friendliness. That's a clue, a sign that the emotional bridge between you two is building itself quietly. Don't overanalyze, just feel it. Eye contact can melt walls, spark laughter, and build trust faster than any pickup line could. It's primal, it's powerful, it's real. Remember this. If she looks at you when she doesn't have to, across the room, in a crowd, or mid-conversation with someone else, that's not chance. That's interest. That's connection. That's female psychology revealing its truth in the most natural way. So, the next time you catch her eyes lingering, don't look away shyly. Hold it. Smile. Let your silence say what words can't. Because in that simple, electric pause between two pairs of eyes, that's where How to Fall in Love truly begins. 2. Laughing a lot when you're around each other. There's something magical about laughter. Not the polite, surface-level chuckle you give at a coworker's bad joke. I'm talking about that deep, unfiltered kind of laughter that bursts out of you before you can control it. When two people share that kind of laugh, it's not just noise, it's chemistry. It's connection. It's attraction in its most human form. When a woman laughs easily around you, it's not coincidence. It's comfort. It means your presence allows her to relax, to let her guard down, to be herself. That's gold. And when you laugh with her, you're giving her the same gift. Don't underestimate this. Laughter is one of the most powerful emotional bridges you can build. Laughter is emotional oxygen. Think about it. You don't laugh that much with people you don't feel safe with. You laugh when you're at ease, when the walls are down. So if every time you're together the air feels lighter, The conversation flows and smiles come naturally. That's not an accident. That's the sound of two energies syncing. That's the spark that says, we like being around each other. A woman doesn't force laughter when she's truly into you. It happens automatically. It's her body's way of saying, I feel good here. And if you're laughing too, it means you're responding with your own openness and warmth. Don't fake it. Be genuine. Authenticity is attractive. It's what makes a man magnetic. Psychologists have proven this. Couples who laugh together stay together. Studies show that shared laughter increases bonding hormones like oxytocin, the same chemical that deepens emotional intimacy. When two people laugh together, they literally feel closer. So, yes, that playful teasing, that shared inside joke, it's doing more than making her smile. It's pulling her emotionally closer to you. That's why a high-value man doesn't chase laughs. He creates them effortlessly. His confidence, his masculine energy, allows him to be playful without trying too hard. He's not afraid to look silly. He knows that being relaxed makes him more attractive, not less. Remember this, a man who can laugh easily shows control, not weakness. The subtle power of humor. When she tries to make you laugh, it's not random, it's intentional. It's her way of saying, I care about how you feel. Women use humor as connection. So when she teases you, giggles at your remarks, or keeps the banter going, don't brush it off. That's flirtation in disguise. But here's the catch, it has to be mutual. Forced laughter kills attraction. Genuine laughter fuels it. So be present. Notice the rhythm between your jokes and her reactions. When you can match her humor and vibe naturally, that's when attraction deepens. That's when she starts to see you as that man, the one she can have fun with and feel emotionally safe around. Ever notice how two people who like each other can't stop laughing, even over the dumbest things? They're not laughing at the joke, they're laughing at the connection. Maybe you shared a ridiculous story from your past, and she's in stitches. She touches your arm while laughing, her eyes light up, and suddenly the whole room feels like it's just the two of you. That's not coincidence. That's emotional resonance. That's attraction at work. So, pay attention to laughter. It's not small talk, it's emotional talk. When you can make her laugh, and she laughs freely around you, it means you're both lowering your defenses. You're letting each other in. That's what starts real chemistry, not cheesy pickup lines, not forced confidence, but authentic connection. Be that high-value man who uses humor as a bridge, not a mask. Be confident enough to laugh at yourself. Be relaxed enough to make her laugh without effort. Because laughter isn't just a reaction, it's a revelation. It reveals comfort. It reveals attraction. And most importantly, it reveals that beautiful truth. You both enjoy being exactly where you are with each other. That's not just flirting. That's connection. That's masculine energy in motion. That's how real men attract women. 3. Being proactive in finding ways to approach you. When a man or woman truly likes you, they don't wait, they act. They move. They find a way to step closer, to be seen, to connect. Being proactive in approaching you isn't just a gesture, it's proof of genuine interest and intention. Action expresses priorities, said Mahatma Gandhi, and that's the truth. When someone makes the effort to see you, to talk to you, to create reasons to cross paths, it's because you matter. Real attraction doesn't hide behind excuses or fear. It shows up. It reaches out. It creates opportunities instead of waiting for them. You must understand this. When someone values your presence, they'll fight for proximity. They'll find ways to make the world smaller between you two. That's not coincidence, it's clarity. In modern life, distractions are endless: messages, notifications, obligations, but interest cuts through the noise. The person who truly wants you doesn't forget to text. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They act now. They seize moments. Fortune favors the bold, as Virgil once said, and in the realm of attraction, that's timeless wisdom. When someone is proactive, organizing meetups, suggesting activities, showing up unexpectedly but meaningfully, it's because they're drawn to you at a deeper level. Don't be fooled by words, watch actions. Words can disguise. Actions reveal. A proactive person isn't chasing attention, they're pursuing connection. And that is power. You must learn to recognize this energy. That is Old Stoic wisdom in action, the ability to see intention beneath behavior. Stoicism teaches us to observe, not react, to perceive what's real, not what's said. In attraction, the same principle applies. When someone takes initiative, that's Stoicism win, a victory of courage over hesitation. They've conquered self-doubt to show genuine care. You must respect that kind of strength because it mirrors your own iron mind, the mindset of a man who understands that life rewards decisiveness, not delay. Let's be honest, most people today hesitate. They scroll, they wonder, they wait for a sign. But the one who acts, the one who arranges to see you, who reaches out, who creates shared time, is the one who wins. The path to success is to take massive, determined action, said Tony Robbins. That same principle applies in attraction. When someone is proactive about being near you, that's not an accident. It's deliberate. It's intentional. It's one of the clearest signs you both feel something strong. So, don't overlook it. Don't rationalize it away. When someone consistently finds reasons to be around you, whether it's casual meetups, shared hobbies, or small gestures that pull you closer, it's not random. It's a signal of sincerity. That is Stoicism win again. Calm awareness without illusion. You must train your mind, your iron mind, to read these signs without confusion. If you feel the same spark, reciprocate with strength and clarity. Don't play games. Don't delay. Life rewards the brave. In the end, connection is forged by those who dare to act. Those who understand that hesitation kills opportunity. As Seneca wrote, while we are postponing, life speeds by. Don't wait for fate to decide. See the signs, trust your intuition, and take the lead. Because when two people like each other, the energy is undeniable, and the one who acts boldly turns potential into reality. That's not luck. That's mastery. That's how a man with old Stoic wisdom and an iron mind wins, not just in attraction, but in life itself. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, comment below, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights about attraction and human psychology. Comment to remember, I attract genuine and meaningful connections. 4. Maintaining light physical contact. When two people truly like each other, their bodies start speaking a secret language, a language of small touches, subtle gestures, and silent signals that say more than words ever could. Maintaining light physical contact is one of the most powerful psychology tricks in how to fall in love without even realizing it's happening. Think about it. A soft touch on your arm while talking, a playful pat on the shoulder, or a gentle brush of fingers as you pass each other. These tiny moments are not accidents. They're intentional expressions of warmth and connection. In the world of female psychology, these touches are the unspoken proof of trust, comfort, and emotional chemistry. When a woman feels drawn to you, she won't necessarily announce it with words. Instead, she'll let her actions do the talking. Don't ignore these cues. Be attentive. That light contact is her way of inviting closeness without breaking the mystery. And that's where the real magic lies, in the moments that look casual but mean everything. Now, here's the thing, not all touches are created equal. A person who doesn't like you will find excuses to bridge the space between you. But someone who's interested, truly interested, will. She might touch your hand when laughing or lean closer just to emphasize a point. These gestures are rooted deeply in female psychology, a subconscious attempt to create connection and intimacy. Don't mistake them for coincidence. Be smart enough to recognize what's happening beneath the surface. This is one of those psychology tricks that work not through manipulation, but through natural emotional signaling. When someone feels safe and drawn to you, their body mirrors that attraction long before their words do. You must learn to read this emotional language because once you understand it, you'll never miss the signs again. That's why maintaining light physical contact is not just about touch. It's about trust. When a woman touches you naturally and without hesitation, it shows she's comfortable in your presence. She's relaxed. She feels you're someone she can be herself around. That's not small, that's huge. Don't underestimate it. Be aware. Be confident. That is the foundation of how to fall in love through shared comfort, emotional ease, and genuine warmth. Notice how her energy changes when she's near you. If her gestures flow easily, if her laughter comes freely, if her hand finds its way to your arm without her thinking about it, she's already halfway there. You just need to meet her halfway too. In love, words can lie, but touch rarely does. You can fake interest in conversation, but you can't fake the desire to be close to someone. When someone keeps light, natural contact, it's their subconscious saying, I like being near you. So don't dismiss it. Don't overlook it. Learn to feel the rhythm of connection in those small gestures. They might look simple, but they carry a deep emotional charge. This is one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book, reading feelings not through what's said, but through what's silently done. Pay attention, because that hand on your shoulder might just be her heart whispering louder than her voice ever could. 5. Seeking attention from you. When someone truly likes you, they won't just sit quietly in the corner, hoping you'll notice. Oh no. They'll find ways, clever, charming, sometimes downright funny ways, to grab your attention. It might start small. A playful comment. A story told just a bit louder when you're nearby. A glance that lingers a second too long. That's not coincidence. That's intention. They want you to see them, to feel their presence. Because deep down, every human being craves recognition from the person they desire. It's not about showing off, it's about being seen. Think of it like this. When a woman likes you, she'll subtly, or not so subtly, showcase the best parts of herself. She might tell a story that highlights her kindness, confidence, or sense of humor. She'll laugh at your jokes, even the slightly terrible ones. She'll mention an accomplishment, not to boast, but to say, notice me. I want to impress you. Don't mistake this for vanity. It's vulnerability wrapped in charm. It's her way of saying, you matter enough for me to want your approval. As a high-value man, you need to see through the surface of these gestures. A woman seeking your attention isn't just chasing validation, she's expressing connection. When you spot it, don't ignore it. Be attentive. Be grounded. That's where masculine energy shines. Small gestures, big meaning. Pay attention to the details. She might touch her hair when you talk. She might share a funny meme just to get your reaction. She might accidentally bump into you or find an excuse to message you first. Each of these microactions says something. I want to be noticed. I want to matter to you. Don't dismiss these as coincidences. A woman doesn't invest energy into someone she's indifferent to. She's making a move, not with words, but with intention. And here's the key. When a woman is genuinely interested, she won't just want you to look at her. She'll want you to appreciate her essence. The way she listens, the way she cares, the way she laughs at life. Attention is the currency of attraction. Think of attention as emotional currency. The more someone gives it to you or seeks it from you, the more they're investing. But be careful. Don't confuse attention seeking with neediness. A confident, high-value man doesn't chase validation. He recognizes attention as a sign of interest, not as a prize to collect. Your job isn't to play hard to get, it's to stay composed, present, and intentional. That's real masculine energy. Women aren't drawn to men who beg for attention. They're drawn to men who command it naturally. Be aware, not arrogant. When someone is trying to get your attention, don't gloat or act superior. That's insecurity disguised as ego. Instead, stay observant. Smile. Engage with authenticity. Let her feel that you see her effort and that you appreciate it. That simple awareness creates an emotional spark. It tells her you're seen, you're valued, and that, gentleman, is the foundation of genuine attraction. Don't overlook the subtle signs. Attraction doesn't always roar, it often whispers. It hides in the moments when she looks back one more time, when she laughs a little longer, when she remembers something you said weeks ago. Be the man who notices. Be the man who values presence over pretense. Be the high-value man who attracts women not through tricks or games, but through confidence, empathy, and grounded masculine energy. Because when a woman seeks your attention, she's not just showing interest, she's revealing her heart. And if you're wise enough to recognize that, you're already one step ahead in the beautiful game of connection. 6. Remembering the little details about you. A man who remembers the little things wins big in life. When someone recalls your favorite book, the story you told months ago, or the coffee you always order, that's not coincidence. That's intention. It's a psychological sign of genuine interest. It's how real connection starts. Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity, said Simone Weil, and she was right. Remember this. People don't forget details about those they don't care about. If someone pays attention to your words, they're investing their mental energy in you. That's powerful. That's meaningful. That's real. In the battlefield of modern relationships, where distraction rules and most people only listen to respond, remembering small details is a sign of an iron mind, disciplined, focused, deliberate. It's a reflection of old Stoic wisdom to observe, not react, to understand, not rush, to value depth over noise. Don't ignore it when someone recalls your stories. Don't brush it off when they reference your past remarks. It means they've been listening, really listening. That's the mark of connection. That's how two minds start to align. Stoicism teaches us to master ourselves before mastering others. When a person remembers your details, they're showing mastery, of focus, of patience, of care. Don't underestimate that. Don't assume everyone does it, they don't. Let's be honest, most people today are glued to screens, lost in endless scrolling. But the one who notices your subtle cues, your smallest habits, your tone when you talk about your dreams, that person is paying attention with purpose. And that's rare. That's how Stoicism wins in modern love, through mindful attention, not fleeting affection. The greatest gift you can give someone is your attention, said Jim Rohn. You must embody that truth. You must train your mind like steel, an iron mind that observes instead of reacts, that remembers instead of forgets. Be that man, the one who notices, the one who remembers, the one who makes others feel seen. Because connection isn't about grand gestures, it's about consistent awareness. It's about remembering the things others forget. That's how trust is built. That's how respect grows. And that's how love endures. So, don't chase attention, earn it. Don't talk to impress, listen to understand. Let's bring back the strength of stillness, the clarity of thought, the Stoicism win. When you remember small details, you send a silent message, I care. I'm aware. I'm grounded. That's the art of influence. That's emotional intelligence in action. That's power. So, gentlemen, master the habit of remembering. Observe deeply. Listen carefully. Speak less, but mean more. Let old Stoic wisdom guide your relationships. Build your iron mind. And when you find someone who remembers the little things about you, respect that, because that's no accident. That's interest. That's effort. That's real connection. In a world that forgets too fast, remembering is your advantage. Win with presence. Win with attention. Win with Stoicism. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 7. Helping you without being asked. When someone truly likes you, they don't wait for a request, they move before you even think to ask. That's the magic of connection, one of those subtle psychology tricks that reveal far more than words ever could. When a person, especially someone drawn to you, goes out of their way to lend a hand, it's not just kindness, it's emotion in motion. Think about it. When she notices you're buried under a pile of work and steps in with help or encouragement, she's not doing it for show. She's doing it because she feels something. That's female psychology at its finest, the instinct to nurture, to support, to be present. It's one of the clearest signs you've entered the territory of how to fall in love without even realizing it. Don't overlook it. Don't shrug it off as just being nice. When someone takes time, effort, and care without expecting anything in return, that's no coincidence. That's intention. That's attraction quietly dressed as generosity. The observant. Watch how she helps you when there's nothing to gain. Does she bring you coffee when you're tired? Offer advice when you're stuck? Make life easier in small, thoughtful ways? Those are emotional breadcrumbs, tiny signs of affection that psychology tricks often disguise as casual gestures. But don't be fooled. Genuine help without obligation is a love language on its own. It means she's tuned into your needs, emotionally alert to your ups and downs, and willing to invest energy into your happiness. And that's powerful. That's the kind of emotional depth that builds trust, deepens chemistry, and turns simple liking into something far more meaningful. Be honest with yourself. You know the difference between polite assistance and heartfelt effort. When she helps because she wants to, not because she has to, that's when the story changes. Female psychology tells us that a woman shows interest not by grand gestures, but through consistent, caring actions. That's the essence of how to fall in love, the invisible bridge built one thoughtful act at a time. So when she helps without hesitation, don't just thank her, recognize it. That moment says, "You matter to me." And in relationships, those moments are gold. Don't ignore the signs. Be smart enough to see beyond the surface. Attraction isn't always loud. It's often soft, steady, and deeply intentional. Helping without being asked is her way of saying, "I see you. I want to be part of your world." That's emotional investment, not obligation. And that's the truth about how people fall in love. It's not the fireworks that last, it's the quiet, everyday care that keeps two people connected. When someone offers that kind of help, they're not just being kind, they're telling you, silently but unmistakably, that you're special. That is how affection hides in plain sight. So don't miss it. Don't question it. Be wise enough to see it for what it is, a beautiful, genuine sign that the feeling is mutual and that love might already be in motion. 8. Feeling comfortable around each other. Comfort isn't a luxury. It's the foundation. When two people truly like each other, comfort flows naturally, no pretending, no performing. You can just be. That's the magic. That's the connection that doesn't need constant validation or fireworks. It's the quiet confidence that says, "I can be myself here." Think about it. When you're around someone and you don't have to filter every word, when laughter comes easy and silence feels safe, that's real chemistry. You're not walking on eggshells, you're walking together, side by side. That's not infatuation. That's the emotional alignment. Don't underestimate this. Many chase excitement, mistaking chaos for passion. But a high value man knows the difference. He recognizes that masculine energy isn't about dominance or control, it's about calm assurance. When you're centered, grounded, and confident, you naturally attract women who feel safe in your presence. That is the secret most miss. Safety builds desire. When she feels she can breathe around you, trust you, and be herself, you've already won half the battle. Comfort creates connection. Connection builds attraction. And attraction sustained by trust lasts far longer than any spark fueled by drama. Be the kind of man who listens without judgment. Be the kind of man who doesn't rush to fill silence. Silence shared in ease speaks louder than 1,000 words. You must understand, when two people can sit together without talking and still feel close, that's not emptiness, that's depth. Imagine this: a quiet evening, no pressure to impress, just laughter over something small, or even a moment of stillness while watching the sunset. You look at each other and think, "This feels right." That's not coincidence, that's compatibility. And comfort doesn't mean complacency. Don't confuse the two. Comfort is where the heart rests, complacency is where effort dies. A high value man keeps growing, learning, and deepening the bond. He stays authentic, not perfect, but real. That's what keeps her interested. So, pay attention. If you can share your fears without shame, your dreams without hesitation, and your silence without awkwardness, it's not just liking. It's something stronger. It's emotional intimacy. Be bold enough to show up as yourself. Don't hide behind masks. Be the man who brings calm, not chaos. Because in the end, comfort isn't boring. It's the most powerful sign you both truly like each other. And that's where real love begins. 9. Making an effort to understand you more. When someone truly likes you, they make the effort to understand you, not just your words, but your essence. They study your patterns, listen to your stories, and observe the small details that others overlook. They don't ask questions out of politeness, they ask because they care, because they want to decode what drives you. As Marcus Aurelius once said, Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. A person who genuinely wants to understand you will live by that principle. They will act, not just talk. They will ask about your childhood, your victories, your scars, and your dreams, because knowing these things allows them to truly see you. Don't mistake this for curiosity, it's connection. This is old Stoic wisdom. Attention is respect, and respect is love. When someone listens deeply, it's not an accident. It's intention. When a person wants to understand your emotions, your struggles, and your ambitions, it's a sign they're emotionally invested. That is Stoicism win, control through understanding, strength through empathy. In modern life, where most conversations are shallow and attention spans are short, finding someone who truly listens is rare and valuable. Don't ignore it. Don't downplay it. Let's be clear, people who care will make time to understand your silence, not just your speech. They will stand with you during challenges, not only during celebrations. That is the iron mind at work, calm, steady, devoted. When you notice someone remembering the small things you've said weeks ago or showing up when you're low, that's a powerful sign they like you. Don't chase validation, recognize consistency. In the digital age, real attention is the ultimate gift. Remember what Epictetus taught. We have two ears and one mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. True attraction isn't about charm, it's about care. So, build your iron mind. Master your emotions. Don't fall for words, read the actions. Let's return to old Stoic wisdom. Focus on what you can control, observe what's real, and act with purpose. When someone strives to understand your world, it's because they want to be a part of it. That's not coincidence, that's commitment. Don't ignore the signs. Recognize them, respect them, and respond with equal strength. That's how men win, not through games or words, but through awareness, discipline, and emotional intelligence. That is how you master connection. That is how you win life. That is Stoicism win. When someone truly values you, they make the effort to understand you, your dreams, your struggles, and your soul. That's what builds real connection. If you believe that true love begins with understanding, comment below. I value connection through understanding. 10. Creating space for you to share. One of the strongest signs that someone truly likes you isn't found in grand gestures or poetic confessions. It's in the quiet act of making space for you. When a person deliberately slows down the conversation to hear what's inside your mind, that's not random. It's connection in action. They don't dominate the talk, they invite you in. They ask open-ended questions that let your thoughts breathe. They listen, not to reply, but to understand. That's no accident. It's emotional intelligence at work, the kind that runs deep in female psychology and shows genuine interest. Don't mistake that calm curiosity for passivity. It's a psychology trick, subtle but powerful. She's saying you matter without ever using those words. That's how people fall in love, not through fireworks, but through silence that feels safe. Be smart enough to see the meaning behind the moment. When she lets you talk about your bad day, your stress, your fears, without trying to fix or rush you, that's affection wrapped in patience. That is empathy disguised as small talk. She's not doing it to collect gossip or to fill the air. She's building emotional trust, brick by brick. Psychology tricks like this aren't manipulation, they're how real connection forms. A woman who listens deeply is a woman who's emotionally available. Don't talk over her. Don't test her patience. Be present. Because when someone gives you that kind of space, they're offering a mirror for your soul. You must understand this. Making space is not weakness, it's power. It shows confidence, control, and care. Most people rush to speak. Few know how to listen. But the one who listens, truly listens, is the one who wins your heart without even trying. That's the secret of female psychology and one of the oldest lessons in how to fall in love. It's about being emotionally generous. It's about showing that your thoughts, your feelings, your story, all of it has value. Don't ignore that. Don't take it lightly. When someone creates that emotional breathing room for you, it's not random kindness. It's a sign they see you as someone worth understanding. So, the next time she pauses to let you share, don't just fill the silence. Look closer. That quiet moment holds everything: trust, affection, and intention. Be wise enough to recognize it. Be grateful enough to honor it. Because in the end, love doesn't start with passion, it starts with presence. And if she's creating space for you to speak your truth, that's not just a sign she likes you. That's a whisper from the heart saying, this is how two people begin to truly fall in love. 11. The subtle jealousy. Let's be honest, jealousy has a bad reputation. People often treat it like an emotional villain. But here's the truth, a little jealousy, handled right, can be the quiet heartbeat of attraction. It's that flicker that says, you matter to me. When it's subtle, not suffocating, jealousy can actually reveal genuine emotional connection and masculine energy. The spark beneath the surface. When a man or woman shows a hint of jealousy, it's rarely about control. It's about care. That small pause in their tone when you mention spending time with someone else? That quick question, oh, who's that, isn't always insecurity. Sometimes it's a clue that they're emotionally invested, that your presence isn't just another casual thing, they feel the bond. You see, when you attract women or men on a deeper level, the emotional territory shifts. The subtle jealousy becomes a sign of value, proof that your connection is not surface-level flirtation, but something they want to protect. A high-value man recognizes this energy. He doesn't ridicule it, and he certainly doesn't weaponize it. He observes it. He understands that this slight edge of jealousy can show that someone is drawn to his confidence, his presence, and his grounded masculine energy. The difference between care and control. Don't mistake caring for controlling. Healthy jealousy says, you matter enough that I don't want to lose you. Toxic jealousy screams, you belong to me. Be wise enough to see the difference. When someone feels mildly uneasy because another person shows you attention, that's natural. It's human. But when they start dictating who you see, how you dress, or what you do, that's not attraction. That's insecurity in disguise. You must know the line. That is what separates a confident, high-value man from a needy one. A man rooted in masculine energy knows that love thrives on trust, not possession. He appreciates the hint of jealousy as a compliment, but never as a cage. Psychologists often say that mild jealousy arises from a fear of losing emotional closeness. That's not weakness, it's vulnerability showing its face. When someone likes you, their mind starts to picture life with and without you. That's when jealousy whispers. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's that quiet, nervous laugh when you mention your friend. It's the double take when someone compliments you in front of them. That's when you know they're emotionally attached. But here's the magic. If handled maturely, this small jealousy builds tension, attraction, and connection. It proves both people care. What you should do: don't punish someone for feeling a spark of jealousy. Instead, read it. Observe their tone. Notice their eyes. Feel the emotional current beneath the words. If you like them too, reassure them. Let them feel seen. Say something like, you've got nothing to worry about. That calm confidence radiates strength, and that's what makes you magnetic. And if you're the one feeling jealous, don't lash out. Breathe. Step back. Remember your worth. A high-value man doesn't crumble under emotion. He channels it into clarity. He understands that attraction is built, not begged for. Jealousy isn't always the enemy. Sometimes it's a mirror reflecting how much someone cares. Be smart enough to recognize when it's genuine affection and strong enough to walk away when it turns into control. That's how a man of masculine energy lives, with awareness, composure, and self-respect. Don't fear the spark of jealousy. Learn from it. It's not about ownership. It's about emotional connection. And when you see it for what it truly is, you'll understand. Subtle jealousy, in its pure form, is just another sign that love is quietly taking root. So, do any of these signs resonate with you? If you've noticed these behaviors in your relationship, it's a good sign. It means you hold a special place in their thoughts and heart. Here's my honest advice. When you see these signs, appreciate them. Real connection doesn't always need big gestures. Sometimes it's found in the small, consistent ways someone shows they care. Pay attention, be kind, and value those genuine moments. If you found these insights helpful, leave a comment below and share your experiences. Have you noticed any of these signs in your own life? How has someone shown that you're always on their mind? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more psychology based videos that help you understand love, attraction, and human behavior. Thanks for watching. Take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next one.